There are motorcycles that ride, and then there are motorcycles that live. The 2026 Yamaha DT 2000R is one of those rare machines that doesn't just move you from point A to B, it moves you emotionally, mentally, and physically. From the first glance, it speaks a language that riders have longed for in a world dominated by digital dashboards, multiple ride modes, and electronic safety nets. It tells you something simple yet profound: I'm a motorcycle you feel, not just a bike you ride. The DT 2000R carries a lineage that is nearly sacred among dual sport enthusiasts. Yamaha's DT series has been defining lightweight, versatile dual sport motorcycles for decades. From its humble beginnings in the 1970s, the DT series became synonymous with adventure, accessibility, and simplicity. The original DT 200 was revered for its ability to take riders anywhere from winding mountain paths to city streets without compromise. With the 2026 DT 2000R, Yamaha has taken all the lessons of the past and reimagined them for the modern world, combining classic dual sport DNA with precise engineering and refined ergonomics, creating a motorcycle that feels alive the instant you touch it. When you approach the 2026 DT 2000R, its presence is striking yet understated. It doesn't shout for attention like larger adventure bikes. Instead, it exudes confidence through design cues that are purposeful. A tall stance paired with long travel suspension immediately signals capability. The slim fuel tank ensures ease of movement and control, while the dual-purpose tires hint at the freedom to explore without restriction. The minimalistic but functional design, high front fender, and compact headlight cluster are reminders that this bike was made for real riding, not for showrooms or Instagram posts. There is no excess, no unnecessary decoration, only intentionality. It's as though the bike is daring you to experience it, inviting you to connect with every surface beneath your wheels. Sliding onto the seat, you instantly notice the difference. The DT 2000R is light, manageable, and ergonomically designed to make every rider feel at home. Your feet reach the ground with assurance, your hands naturally rest on the handlebars, and your posture is upright yet relaxed. The seat itself strikes the perfect balance, firm enough to provide control, yet comfortable enough for long rides. This is the kind of motorcycle where you feel like the bike is listening to you rather than forcing you to adjust to it. Press the starter, and the engine comes alive with a smooth, assertive hum. The 200cc single-cylinder engine is tuned for usable, real-world performance rather than raw, intimidating power. Its low to mid-range torque ensures that the bike pulls confidently from a stop, handles urban traffic with ease, and remains composed at moderate speeds. The throttle response is crisp yet forgiving, giving riders an immediate sense of control. The DT 2000R doesn't overwhelm you with aggression. Instead, it rewards careful, engaged riding, making every twist of the throttle feel like a dialogue between you and the machine. Take it into the city, and the bike's strengths become immediately apparent. Narrow lanes, stop and go traffic, sharp turns, none of it feels cumbersome. Its lightweight frame and agile suspension make maneuvering almost intuitive. You glide through traffic with ease, executing U-turns, lane changes, and parallel parking effortlessly. What could have been stressful in a heavier bike becomes a smooth, flowing experience. Every red light is a chance to observe, to anticipate, and to prepare for the next moment. Even short rides feel satisfying, almost meditative, because the DT 2000R encourages connection with the environment rather than detachment behind plastic and tech. Once you leave the urban jungle, the DT 2000R reveals its true character. On open roads, the engine hums with steady confidence. You find yourself in rhythm with the bike, not battling it. Curves become invitations, not challenges, as the chassis responds predictably to your inputs. The long travel suspension absorbs imperfections without drama, creating a sense of calm yet responsive control. Unlike larger motorcycles that can intimidate novice riders, the DT 2000R teaches you to ride well, to feel the road, to respect momentum. It encourages flow rather than force, skill rather than brute power, and then the pavement ends. The moment dual sport enthusiasts have been waiting for. Loose gravel, dirt trails, uneven surfaces, the DT 2000R thrives here. Its long travel suspension smooths rough terrain, while its nimble chassis allows for precise handling even in tricky situations. Standing on the pegs feels natural, weight shifts are instantly translated into direction, and confidence builds with every meter. Dirt and gravel are no longer obstacles but invitations to explore, to engage, to challenge yourself. This is dual-purpose perfection, competent on trails, composed on roads, and always ready for adventure. However, it's important to remember that the DT 2000R is not a hardcore motocross or extreme enduro machine. Its suspension, while highly capable, isn't designed for monster jumps or professional level rock climbs. Its engine, though lively, isn't meant to crush 2000s Kombucha highways. Yet these are intentional compromises, carefully chosen to create a motorcycle that is accessible, versatile, and enjoyable for a wide range of riders. Beginners find confidence, weekend explorers rediscover joy, and seasoned riders appreciate the honesty and responsiveness of the machine. It is not a bike that overwhelms, it is a bike that empowers. Comfort is another area where the DT 2000R excels. The seat, upright ergonomics, and thoughtful handlebar placement allow for extended rides without fatigue. Fuel efficiency is excellent, letting riders explore farther without constant stops. Maintenance remains refreshingly straightforward. Oil changes, chain adjustments, and brake checks are simple, making ownership both practical and enjoyable. There are no complicated electronics to manage or excessive diagnostic screens to navigate. This is a motorcycle built for real riders, for real roads, and real freedom. The technology on the DT 2000R is purposeful rather than flashy. A clean, readable instrument cluster provides essential information: speed, fuel, gear position, and trip data. Brakes are smooth and progressive, predictable whether you're slowing on asphalt or gravel. This simplicity reinforces confidence and encourages riders to focus on the joy of riding itself. The DT 2000R rewards skill rather than punishes mistakes. It teaches momentum control, balance, and terrain reading. Every ride is a lesson, every corner an opportunity. Every trail a test that is entirely conquerable. Imagine a morning ride. The air is crisp, the streets are quiet, and your DT 2000R hums beneath you. You twist the throttle, glide over pavement, then encounter a winding gravel road. The bike responds perfectly, smoothing bumps, translating inputs, and encouraging you to explore further. Every kilometer feels deliberate. Every twist, every turn, every vibration connects you to the road beneath. Riding becomes immersive, personal, and exhilarating. The DT 2000R doesn't shout, it communicates. It doesn't intimidate, it encourages. It doesn't distract, it immerses. It reminds riders that the best motorcycles aren't defined by engine size, horsepower, or electronic wizardry. They are defined by how they make you feel. The 2026 Yamaha DT 2000R is one such motorcycle, delivering freedom, confidence, and a deep emotional connection that lasts well beyond the ride. It makes you fall in love with riding all over again, one twist of the throttle at a time, one trail at a time, one sunrise adventure at a time. Disclaimer: some specifications, performance impressions, and feature descriptions in this script are generated or assisted by AI based on historical Yamaha DT lineage, motorcycle design trends, and expected 2026 updates. Official specifications may differ upon release.